Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Sheila Vila coming to you with another review of Tyler Perry's Zatima Season 3 episode. I think this is episode 9. I think it's episode 9, Mercy Me. Okay, y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe. And please like up the video. The more you do like the video, the more my channel goes through the algorithm. YouTube will actually catch it or go through the algorithm, and more people will start to view my commentary. So let's go ahead and get into this episode of Tyler Perry's Zatima. Y'all, this the first thing that I think about when I think of this episode is hypocritical, just being like a hypocrite. So I'll get to that point when I get to that point. So it starts out again where it left off when Jeremiah, he powing, pow. Zack comes flying through the air, goes and jumps on Fatima, telling everybody to duck. You know, Jeremiah got a gun. And they Belinda like, go up there and get the gun and go up there, and everybody like, I'm not going up there. And then they call the police. I already called the police. I can't be here when the police here. I gotta go, you know, woo, woo, woo. And then the gunshot stop, right? Zack is like, I'm going up there. Before the gunshot stopped, Zack was finna go up there, but Tima was like, if you go up there, I'm going up there too. If you go up there, I'm going up there too. And he was like, I don't need you going up there with me. You know, you pregnant. Y'all got to be okay. You know, whatever. But anyway, so after Zack doesn't go up there and the gunshot stopped, Zack he goes up there to see Jeremiah or whatever, but Jeremiah is gone. And not only is Jeremiah gone, he robbed Belinda. He took Belinda because it was Belinda's gun that he used. So he robbed Belinda, took all her stuff, took her rent money and all of that stuff. So which we knew what he was going to do. I mean, come on, she said, crackheads can smell money. So he smelled the money inside the bookshelf. And you know, he got this girl money or whatever. But Jeremiah's gone. Now Zack is more upset because he was like, my brother tried to kill me. Like, really? But I'm like, Zack, what were you trying to do? See, this is one of the hypocritical parts of this episode. Like, Zack, what were you trying to do? Were you not trying to go up there to beat up your brother? Maybe you didn't have the intentions on unaliving him, and maybe Jeremiah didn't have the intentions of unaliving you. Maybe he was just trying to scare you so you can leave him alone. Because if you think about it, if Jeremiah wanted to unalive his brother, he could have just came down the stairs and just started shooting, right? That's what I would have did if I really had the intention on. Yeah, I don't think that Jeremiah had the intentions on unaliving his brother. I just feel like he just wanted to get out of there the best way that he thought that he could get out of there. That's what I thought, because even when he left through the window. He didn't even come downstairs with the, with the gun. He went out of the window. He took Belinda money and all, but he went out of a window. So that lets me know, like, he ain't trying to do all of that. But Zack's still mad, because he think his brother tried to unalive him. Talking about he tried to do this. I mean, yeah. And then Fatima mad at Zack, like this is why I didn't want to tell you, because I didn't want you to do this, all of this. But I'm like, Fatima, here's another one, hypocrite, because we'll see later on in the episode. All right, so Bryce and Preston back over at the office. Bryce is talking to Preston about the contracts, and Preston is just like, he's going to get his lawyer to look over everything. Zack comes in, tells Preston, I need a minute with you, Preston, not Bryce. Bryce can't let stuff go. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, bye. You're sorry, Bryce. Bye. But anyway, so Bryce leaves, and now it's just Preston and Zack. And Zack is like, look, I need a minute. Like, I am so mad right now. He's so mad. He was talking about, everything that he's been through. And, his brother ended up hitting Fatima, and he tried to shoot at him and all of that. And Preston thing is like, oh my God, like, wow, that's a lot going on. And he was pretty much telling Zack just to breathe. Let's go out and get something to drink. And Zack, like, I don't want to drink right now. He was like, the best thing for us to do, let's have a drink, 1, 2, or 3, and we just need to breathe, just try to de-escalate this situation. So Zack agrees, and when Zack agrees, Preston goes out and he sees Bryce, and of course, Bryce overheard the conversation and gave him the number to Zack's therapist. Preston is surprised, like, Zack has a therapist? Yeah, Zack has a therapist. I don't know when the last time he saw one, but he does have one. And that kind of lets Preston know, like, we do need to contact his therapist or whatever to come down to the bar where they're at. Okay. So when Fatima and Angela pulls up to the house, child, Deja is having this party. And Deja looks so pregnant. She looks so pregnant. They've been trying to hide her pregnancy, child, but it's there. But anyway, cars are everywhere. Cars are in the parking lot. Cars are blocking, Fatima's house. Cars are just everywhere. And then the music playing. And Zatima is telling Angela, look, I can't do this right now. I don't have time for this, because she already mad what's going on with Zack. She don't feel like coming home to somebody having a party. And at first I thought that Deja was having a rent party, but I guess it's her birthday. She having a birthday party. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, so Angela says she'll take care of it. So when Angela gets over to Deja's side of the house, the condo, oh boy there, Sean, and she looking like, so Deja? It was like, yeah, I know Deja. Woo, woo, woo. They kind of talk. And Deja, well, Angela is telling Deja, you gotta shut this party down. Like, Fatima is mad. And Deja's like, that girl, she always mad. I'm not worried about her. I'm not scared of her. And like, she ain't gonna do nothing. We finna turn up. Woo, woo. So she's talking out her junk, Deja is, and Fatima comes over. And Fatima takes somebody's drink, clinking a glass, telling her to turn the music down. Deja ain't trying to turn the music down, talking about what you gonna do. So Fatima take the glass and she throw it on the speaker. Deja over there hollering, talking about, my mama bought me that speaker. My mama did this, that, and that. Whoop, whoop. So now Fatima is going around like tearing up this girl's stuff because Deja did call her, one of them female dogs or whatever. But I'm just like, hypocrite. You didn't want to tell Zack about your brother, about his brother hitting you or whatever, and because you said he will overreact. But Fatima, you don't think you overreacting a little bit? You don't think you are? You going in this lady's house, tearing up her stuff, smashing your hands in this woman's cake, putting cake all on this girl's pictures. Like, you don't think that's an overreaction? And then after that, she goes outside, she takes a bat, she gets a bat, and she starts beating these people's cars. So I was like, so Fatima, you don't think that's an overreaction? But it's cool when you do it, but it's a problem when Zack do it. Is that what it is? Because you and Zack literally did the exact same thing. Zack tore up Belinda's house. You went over there and tore up Deja's house. So why are we mad? I'm confused. Why are we mad? Why? Because you may know how to finagle your way out of a little bit. Oh, is it because Zack is a felon or whatever he is? He done been to jail before, he has a record. Is that what it is? But Fatima, you have the potential to become a felon and get in the record, putting yourself in this situation. And on top of that, you're pregnant. You're pregnant. You're not thinking about your baby. You're not thinking about the fact that you over there turn up this girl's house. You could possibly slip on some glass, hurt yourself. We not thinking about that. You throwing juice and stuff. You don't think you can slip on any of that stuff. While you over here hitting people's cars with bats, you don't think that something can ricochet and hit you back? Like, we not thinking about that, but you all mad at Zack. Oh, okay. It is what it is, child. Like I say, this show was full of hypocritical moments. Anyway. So Deja over there like, okay, I'm going to give him the move. Everybody leaves. Fatima hollering at everybody, move, or whatever. So they leave. Back over at the bar, it's Preston and Zack first, and then the therapist walks in. And, Preston go ahead and leave. And the therapist and Zack, they have like this conversation. Pretty much the conversation went like, Zack says he's been having a hard time and all that stuff. Oh, mind you, Preston already had told the therapist, not Preston, but Bryce had told the therapist what was going on with the brother and all that stuff, right? So he pretty much knows what's going on. So he's trying to talk Zack off of a cliff. But to me, this conversation didn't help anything. I understand this scene, what we were trying to do, but I mean, you telling Zack, you have to think before you do things. You have to think about everything you're going to lose. It's not just you, it's Fatima. Then y'all got this baby. You're not where you used to be. You have to learn to control your actions now. You can't, base everything what happened in your past in what's going on right now. But I'm like, Mr. Therapist, what's going on right now is that this man put his hands on his wife, and then he tried to shoot at Zack right now. So maybe you need to tell him to control it. It's what happens in the moment. What can you do in the moment? I understand you say so. Oh, my stomach growling. And I know he said something like you were in control. You have to say that you're in control. I mean, yeah. But anyway, they had the whole conversation, but Zack said he's still mad. Zack said, I'm still mad. I understand. And you cool? But I'm still mad and I really don't know what I do. And you know what? I'm the same way. And I hate those moments. I really hate the moments when it's like, I don't know what I'll do. That is so me. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't. And that is the worst place to be at. That is the worst place to be at. Because it's almost like you slick don't have no control. No control. Because I've told myself plenty of times when I see this person, but then I be like, I really don't know what I'm gonna do. And then when I see the person, I don't know. I wake up and this is what happened, and I hate that. But this ain't about me. This is about that. God is good. He brought me from a mighty long way. All right, so anyway, they clanking glasses and all that stuff because I guess they back happy. So in my mind, I said, well, maybe Zack is happy. But child, we gonna keep talking about this. All right, so back over at Fatima's house, Angela is there. And Angela's like, Fatima, it's quiet now. Everything is good, right? I'm like, is it good? But anyway, so they had this conversation and somehow the conversation turned left. And I was like, what in the world are we talking about? Because I kind of got confused a little bit in the conversation because at first they were talking about, Fatima and Zack. And like, this is why I didn't want to tell him because he would act like this. And Angela likes to point, maybe this is what it was. Angela likes to point the finger at Zack as if he's some out of control person, right? Because Fatima is like, I didn't know that it would be this hard. Like, relationships are so hard. Woo, woo, woo. And I'm like, baby, relationships are hard if you allow it to be hard. Because you're in a situation to where you're trying to save somebody and you're trying to control somebody. And I think that's what make a relationship hard, when you're trying to control a person, when you're trying to dictate a person's move. I feel like that makes relationships hard, when you won't let the person just be, and try to help them navigate in being, but not controlling somebody to where they just can't be. Then it feels like a person is in a cage. But anyway, I oftentimes think about my husband and I when it comes to trying to make a person do what you want to do. Because I remember my husband says this all the time. And he got me saying it. He says it so much. Like, if I feel like a situation isn't going the way that I wanted it to go, or if I feel like he's overreacting in a situation, or he should have said this, or he should have done that, the first thing he'll tell me, he'll be like, look, Sheila, look, you ain't gonna tell me what I can do, how I can do it, when I'm gonna do it. I'm a grown man. I'm gonna do what I want to do. Now, you may not like what I do, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna do what I want to do, how I want to do it, when I want to do it. And I just be like, well, you know what? You're right. I just have to lay it out to him, whatever the situation is, and trust that he does the right thing. And now he got me saying it, because if let me say something or do something he don't like. Oh, shoot, you just, I'm like, hold on, wait. You can't tell me what I want to do, how I want to do it. And then he just look at me and be like, yeah, you're right. Because at the end of the day, I did what I did and I said what I said. And hopefully, we could probably get through it or work past it. But at the end of the day, I'm grown and my feelings are valid and I have a right to feel and act how I want to. Now, the consequences after that, will be subsequent to, whatever. But hey, it is what it is at this point, because I really don't, I'm not caring right now. So anyway, enough of that. Um, yeah, so I mean, and Angela does be, she kind of jabs a lot at Zack, making it seem like he's the hothead person and he's the one that's the drama, that's the drama. And then, Fatima kind of clocks her and she's just like, look, but you can't keep a man. Like, out of all my friends, I'm the only one that got a man. And you got men running in and out your house, which she did have them running in and out her house. And she was just like, look, the only man I had was Bryce until he told me that he liked men. So, you know, but after that, because Fatima always told her when it gets hard for you, you run. But I mean, Fatima, hey, if she don't want to date a dude that like men, I mean, hey, she has that right. And also too, and if she don't want to deal with certain type of drama or attitude, and if she just don't want to deal with different things, then hey, that's her right. It's not for us to tell a person what they have to deal with only because you choose to deal with a lot of stuff that another person wouldn't deal with. So I feel like we're pretty much judging each other. Fatima likes to deal with a lot. Angela don't want to deal with a lot. So let's meet somewhere in the middle and just be friends. Angela gets offended and she says, I'm about to get ready to go. While Angela's walking out the door, Zack comes in and she's like, hey, drama. I was like, oh, okay. Hey, no, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you throwing shots. So anyway, Zack tells Fatima her friends are weird and crazy. So, yeah, Zack and Fatima had like a little chit chat about what's going on. And Zack is just like, what do you expect me to do? I'm here to protect both of you. I'm here to do my job as a man. What do you expect me to do? And everybody expects Zack to do something, but at the same time, they don't want Jeremiah to keep coming back stealing their stuff. Everybody says, oh, he has a substance abuse problem. Okay, so what am I supposed to do with that? I understand he has a problem, but there has to be boundaries when it comes to me and my family. Nobody is giving solutions to that. They're just telling Zack to leave it alone. But when Jeremiah comes back, how do we handle it? So anyway, Zack was like, he hit you. She was like, he did not hit me. So then, shows the bruise on her forehead. You got a bruise. It comes from Jeremiah, even though he didn't directly hit you, it was an indirect hit. So what are we doing? What are we saying? Right? And then Fatima says this. Well, if you go to jail, I'm not gonna write you, I'm not gonna call you, I'm not gonna visit you. He said, oh, it's like that. She was like, yeah, it's like that because I'm trying to move forward. I'm okay. I'm good. I just want to go on with my life. And Zack's whole thing is, I can't let it go. So, and he said, then they said something like, what if you kill him? And he said, well, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to beat him up to death. I mean, I'm just going to beat him up until I get tired. And she said, so what if you unalive him what if you don't get tired or something to that effect? And he said, just pray I don't get tired. I was like, well, Zack, you are going in with the intent, the intent to unalive, So I don't know. I really don't know what to do. I don't know. They just gonna have to figure out some type of balance when it comes to this. I often go back to the beginning of this season 8. I feel as if she would have told him from the beginning all of this stuff here, I think it would have been avoided. Because if she would have told him and if she would have put him in jail, there would be no way that Zack could get this upset and angry to even get to him because he'll already be in a place to where nobody really can get to him anyway. And by the time he gets out of jail, Zack probably would have been to calm down. Then we can put all the anger. You know what I'm saying? Then we can judge Zack for doing whatever he's doing. Because Fatima handled everything on her end first. That's how I look at it. But anyway, it ain't me. This is Tyler Perry. It's Zatima. Fatima leaves. So this is coming up to toward the end of the episode. The gang is all there. They're talking, right? And Connie just like, oh, Zack gets a phone call saying, I guess that he's seen. Zack gets a phone call saying that I guess Jeremiah, somebody done seen Jeremiah. I thought the man said the name was Casey. Did he say Casey? I'm like, who is Casey? But anyway, Zack gets a phone call saying that he sees that Jeremiah is somewhere. And Zack said, okay, I'm on my way. But anyway, so the gang is all at the projects. And Connie is just trying to figure out, so what happened? They kind of tell what happened. So where is Jeremiah? We don't know. So where is Zack? We don't know. And Connie's like, so we don't know where's Zack or Jeremiah at. This is not good. This is bad. Then they said, oh, they need to go right there. Remember on Boys in the Hood? There they go right there. There go Jeremiah right there. So now they see Jeremiah. And then Zack pulls up in his white Porsche. And when Zack pulls up, Zack hoodied out. Like, oh, so what was that stuff you was talking, boy? What was that stuff you ready for this whooping, boy? So, Zack gets him, put him up against the wall, slang him around. Oh, he's gonna kill him. He's gonna kill him. Zack wailing on him. Boom, boom, boom. I was like, Zack, I'ma pray that you get tired before you unalive this boy. I'm praying, Zack, that you get tired before you unalive this boy. But anyway, y'all, that's pretty much the end of the episode. Y'all, let me know what y'all thought about this episode. Overall, it was pretty cool. I just feel like it was just being everybody was being a little hypocritical in these moments. I mean, hey, if you don't want to think you're doing something wrong, point the finger at somebody else. But y'all, this is Sheila. Be like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what y'all think. Bye.